Hello, my name is Brendan Salcido, and today I would like to talk about looking at Asia's financial industry through the lens of Capron Asia. A little bit about me first. My language of study was Mandarin Chinese. I'm a business finance major as well as a comparative cultural studies major through IGP. I studied in Hong Kong, China, where I studied at HKBU, or Hong Kong Baptist University. And then I also was in Singapore for my internship with Capron Asia. My Chinese cohort was given the option to either stay in Hong Kong or go to Singapore, and I chose Singapore just for a variety of reasons. The main one just to kind of have a different scenery and new area that I haven't explored yet. HKBU. So again, I studied abroad in Hong Kong at Hong Kong Baptist University for the fall semester last year in 2022. It was my classes that I took were primarily focused on my comparative cultural studies degree. I did take a total of 7 classes, but 2 of those were through NAU online. The rest of them, the 5, were in person at HKBU, where they were actually all in English, which was great to know before going into the classes. Um, I had a ton of free time with these classes and my workload. It almost seemed like I barely had any homework or studying. Um, so I had a lot of free time. I went out a lot with my friends. I did so much. I even got to travel during my actual study abroad semester to the Philippines. And so there's a bunch of free time that I had. I still obviously studied and did well in classes, but I was really taking the opportunity while abroad to get the most of it. So in the far left photo or the top left photo, that like soup that was like a Sichuan style traditional fish boiled soup, which was fantastic. The middle picture is a group of friends that I was really close to, and we would always go to this dumpling little restaurant. And then the bottom picture is in Hong Kong while on Victoria Harbor or overlooking the harbor and just the whole entire island. Also in Hong Kong, I just wanted to note that they do speak mainly Cantonese, not Mandarin. So unfortunately, I was unable to speak Mandarin, but there were times where I was able to, pick it up or, converse with friends that I met who are from mainland China who did speak Mandarin. Next, I'd like to talk about my internship. Again, I went to Singapore, and the company that I worked with was Capron Asia, and they are a leading financial consulting firm in Asia. So a lot of companies like Google, Microsoft, Intel, IBM, they go to Capron Asia and they ask them for advice. They basically ask Capron Asia to look at the market, to look at the finance industry, and help them grow in their profit, grow their revenue, grow as a business, as a company. I worked from January through April of this year, 2023, 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. Singapore has a very nice public transportation system. So I would use the public bus or the public metro system every day to get to work and back. And I was located at Singapore's Financial District Center. While working with Capron Asia, they really helped me to figure out what I want to do after I graduate. I did a lot of research, a lot of analyzing, a lot of written articles and reports. I had a lot of projects that I also work hands-on with my supervisor and my coworkers, which you can see some of my coworkers on the bottom right. And then the top right is just kind of, it was like a multi-purpose floor with different companies. So that's what it looked like. But one of the projects that I did was looking at a few of the banks in Singapore's credit cards and comparing those credit cards and seeing which one was better regarding their cashback earnings. So it was just a fun time that I had. I grew a lot and learned a lot in the workspace. And then next, I would just like to include some travels that I did. Other than Hong Kong and Singapore, I went to 5 different countries. I had such a blast. After my study abroad semester in Hong Kong, I had about a 2 to 3 week period before starting my internship. So I traveled to Vietnam and Thailand during those weeks, did a ton. It was just such a fun experience. And then while in Singapore at my internship, I went to Malaysia, which was fantastic. I wish I had more time there. And again, I went to the Philippines while during my study abroad semester, and then I went to Taiwan on the way back to the US. So I loved it. It was such a great experience, great food, great people, great culture. Yeah. Thank you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed.